Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. So ito na tayo sa paborito kong The Darkest Secret. 5 scary videos captured by security camera. Part 5, di ba? Inumpisa natin ng part 5. Inumpisa ko kasi siya sa most popular video niya. Kaya nauuna yung iba na part sa part 1. Kasi yun yung inuuna ko para sunod-sunod na magaganda. So try natin itong 5 scary captured by security camera. Meron ako nakita dito, medyo pinorward ko ng konti, tinignan ko yung kada video. Meron ako nakitang isang nakakatakot, parang nakakatakot. Oo. So try natin bago pa tirahin ng iba.
The footage that welcomes us to this video corresponds to a strange situation lived by a security guard who worked at night in a government establishment in the city of Caracas, Venezuela. The camera shows the man who was finishing his nightly rounds when suddenly he heard a noise coming from the other side of the door. So as a responsible guard would do, he stayed to see what it was about. Put yourself in his place at all times while watching this video, and then tell me if you would have reacted the same in the comments below.
Acá por aire, pero no sé si ahí estoy grabando.
Merong tao, no? Ayun,
Comments below.
Sa salamin, no?
Acá por aire, pero no sé si ahí estoy grabando. Ahí me acalambré, ahí me acalambré. Mira.
Oh shit, ano yun?
Ahí me acalambré, yo ahí no daba para caminar ya, por el barco, solo. Mira, yo cómo se ve la cara de la mano. ¿Tú lo viste? Sí, claro, ahí donde estaba, lo estaba viendo y yo estaba que me moría. Y ahí no podía caminar yo. Mira, ahí está cerrando la puerta. Mira, ahí está cerrando. Yo le digo, vete para allá adentro. Yo le dije, vete para allá adentro. Aquí no vengas a molestar. Ya, cómo abre la puerta.
Puta, ano yan? Oh shit. Dami talagang kung ano-anong nilalang sa atin, no? Ayan, no? Kamo yan. Oh, medyo umiilaw pa.
Todo eso estaba abierto en la mañana. Yo encerré, salí para abajo.
Takot. Natakot na siya. Kahit naman ako, tangina.
The guard's terror is noticeable in his behavior. You can tell when he's going to close the door that the light is moving away.
Oh shit.
The guard says that behind the door there's only a dark corridor without windows, so the idea of it being a flashlight that illuminates from the outside is not possible. On the other hand, if you look closely, that light is quite stable in its movement, something impossible for a person to achieve due to the pulse of one's hand. What could it be? Do you notice anything else in this strange recording? Leave it in the comments.
Wala akong maisip kung ano yung nandun yun kasi wala kang bintana sa kabila, di ba? So, ano yan? Alien yan.
Number 4.
Number 4 na tayo. Takot ako dun. Ito yung nakita ko eh. Medyo kakaiba to eh. Tingnan natin ah.
The following video features this person who was in a store with his pet, a daily routine for many that would take an unexpected and disturbing turn, when in the words of this man, something attacked him to the point of almost losing his finger. Look for yourself.
Oh! Oh! Oh, tangina, ito totoo to. Wala akong maisip na hindi to totoo. Ulitin ko ah. Tingnan yung daliri ah. Boom! May ano, parang may humawak, may bumali oh, tingnan nyo. Oh! Oh shit! Ano yun? Ba't ganun?
As if it were an invisible force, it is seen how one of his fingers is strongly pulled back, causing him pain that is clearly revealed in the image. How is that possible? Could it be a cramp?
Tinan nyo.
Although in the first instance,
tang
it may
ina.
leave that impression. Cramps correspond to muscle contractions,
Tinan nyo.
which is the opposite that is observed in the clip. Do you notice
Shit.
anything else in this video? Does that piñata seem familiar to you? Do you remember the paranormal case related to this piñata? I'm not sure if it's the same young man or if it's another store. Is it the same? Does the piñata have something to do with the disturbing and painful
Tang
situation
ina,
that this man lived
Ow!
through?
Gago, baling-bali. Oh, ayan oh.
Number 3.
Diba talaga mga video nito ng Darkest Secret? Gahabi. Panalo yun, di ba? Tuwan-tuwa na naman kayo. May maganda tayo
Dozens of
nakita.
security camera videos are uploaded on the internet, capturing the strangest things. Some are very shocking, while others are so unbelievable
Ganda niya.
that they are on the edge of being ridiculous
What's
and
the
even
fuck?
illegal.
Ano yan? Oh,
In
shit.
cases like these, the cameras serve as evidence for crimes. But in other cases, the cameras only serve to reaffirm an event that no one can believe. The recording that you will see below is clearly an example of that. What you are seeing was recorded by a man who was in charge of taking care of a small hostel at night. He was circulating outside the enclosure when, without knowing why, he began to feel like he was being watched. The fear was so great that he immediately entered the cabin where the security camera screens are installed. First, to take refuge and to calm his fear. Second, to see if his instinct was right. What did the screen show? Look carefully.
Ito, nakita ko na yata to. Pero may, siyempre, iba sa Darkest Secret. May kwento eh.
We have caught a ghost on camera. Let's see, hang on, it's gonna pull up here in just a second. Okay, there it is right there. Watch. It goes all the way across the camera. Now that you know where it's at, I'll pull out a little bit and just watch this thing. It
Oh,
goes
shit,
all
no?
the way across.
Kung sa dahil lang sa camera yon, pagdaan nun yun sa poste, pagdaan yun doon, parang matatakpan yung poste. Hindi, talagang nawala siya kasi nakarangan siya ng
And
poste.
there's not a light because there is no light back there behind. You can see up on the hill back there. There's no light there. There's nobody over here. But it's still going across the camera. You can't see it as much now, but it's there.
What was seen crossing the screen? It is as if it were a small being of light that slowly crosses the image.
Ayoko na
It is not
CCTV.
an orb, nor is it a light. Although the man cannot describe it, he is sure that that was what generated the feeling of being observed. He was definitely not alone that day. Number 2.
Number 2 na. Takot na ako dito.
The previous post serves as an introduction to what you'll see now. Although the existence of beings of light has always been within inexplicable paranormal phenomena, these have more to do with stories than with actual audiovisual evidence. They are very rare, even for me. Until this video, they were non-existent. Nothing but stories and mythological creatures. However, like the previous clip, recently concrete evidence has begun to spread that these beings could be a reality, that they are among us, and that they can even be seen with the naked eye. Proof of that lies in the following video. First, you see a strange shape descending from the sky. Though the quality is not that good, it could be anything.
Eh, no?
However, The really strange thing happens when it steps on the ground and appears to walk while changing shape.
Oh, layo. Ibang ano na to ha? Ibang camera na to. May anino pa oh. Oh shit. Alam nyo, may nag-send sa akin ng CCTV kuha sa security din. Ganyan din, oo. Kaya sobrang ikli eh. Kaya hindi ko maipalabas sa inyo eh. Pero mag-iipon ako. Sasama kayo. Hindi ko pa yung binubura eh. Ganyan na ganyan.
Can we call this a being of light? Or maybe it's something different.
Magtataka ka, merong lumulutang na may parang ilaw-ilaw. Tapos, merong anino sa tawag daw, sa daan, sa semento, di ba? So,
Could it maybe be
hindi mo masasabing sa camera lang eh.
technology from out of this world? Notice how it can move things to live.
Parang
with
yung mga
appears
alien
beneath
talaga,
its
no?
body.
Tang-ina, alien na to.
However, the
Oo, okay
most
na yan.
unusual thing was that two people caught a glimpse of that creature.
May
and were
nakakita.
astonished just by looking at it. They described it as a being that emitted its own light, which was not seen in the security video. It looked brighter, and it was definitely not a helium balloon. Both decided to run away when in front of their eyes, the entity, or the being of light, began to change shape. Number 1.
Parang yung sa pelikula, 'di ba? Yung parang nagiging invisible yung mga spaceship, 'di ba? Parang ganoon. Grabe. Okay lang may alien basta wag manakit.
We end with a shocking footage that reached my email thanks to Edgardo Silva, a regular subscriber who from Bogota, Colombia, tells me that in a housing complex where his parents live, there are security cameras installed on the outskirts of it, capturing the disturbing moment where out of nowhere, a strange being appeared in front of the cameras. Observe.
Ano nangyari?
No creo.
Oh, may pumasok. Tangina.
Although it was practically imperceptible, if you look closely, that being was always there, as if it was patiently waiting for that person to come out, to then become more visible and be able to enter the place. A footage that remains as one more proof of the existence of the so-called shadow beings, entities of unknown origin that have already been captured on camera several times, and of which I have already mentioned in previous videos.
Shit.
As you can see, a compilation of strange phenomena that would never have seen the light were it not for security cameras that have been a great contribution to scholars of these topics, and that will surely give us much more material in the future. I hope you like this video because we have come to an end.
Hindi ako bilib dun sa huli na pumasok sa pinto. Kasi ba't ba sa pinto siya papasok kung tumatagos naman siya, di ba? Pwede naman sa pader na lang. Wala lang. Di ba? So, ayun, natakot ako dun sa may gumanon. Yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na nakatakot yung may gumanon na para hindi siya pwedeng hindi siya pwedeng pinulikat lang. Hindi nyo kaya baliktarin niya ng ganun, muscle lang. Okay kung muscle, hindi naman may buto dito eh. So, para talaga siyang ginanyan. Ayan, sakit! Para siyang hinila talaga, di ba? Hindi mo kaya mag-isa yan. Tangina, kasi plastic man. Doon ako natakot. Para talaga may humawak sa daliri niya at nasaktan talaga yung tao. So, hindi scripted yun. So, ayun, maraming salamat sa panonood at hanggang sa
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my